Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive into the rawest, most heart-wrenching stories of love, loss, and unexpected second chances. If you're ready for a tale that will grip you from the first sentence and leave you rethinking everything you thought you knew about family, forgiveness, and the people we push away, then stick around. Hit that like button right now if you're already hooked, and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss a story like this one. Let's jump in. Imagine this, you're lying in the dark, the only sound the howling wind outside, and the person next to you, the one you swore you'd never see again, is breathing softly, so close you can feel the warmth of their body. You think the past is buried, sealed tight. Then she whispers 4 words that rip open every wound you thought had healed. That was the night everything I believed about my marriage, my pain, and my heart shattered into pieces I never thought I'd pick up again. My name is Alex, and 2 years ago I walked away from my marriage to Sarah with nothing but anger and a suitcase. We met in college, fell hard and fast, the kind of love that feels invincible when you're 23. She was bright, ambitious, always the center of every room. I was quieter, steady, the one who made sure the bills got paid and the car was serviced. We built a life, house, dog, dreams of kids someday. But somewhere along the way, the light in her eyes dimmed when she looked at me. I told myself it was stress, work, life. Then I found the messages. Late-night texts, hotel receipts, a name that wasn't mine. She didn't even deny it. She just said, "I'm sorry, but I don't love you anymore." The divorce was quick, clean on paper, brutal in every other way. I left town, moved to the city, rebuilt. Or at least I thought I had. Emily was Sarah's stepsister. Sarah's father remarried when Sarah was 12, bringing Emily into the family at 10 years old. They grew up together, but they were never close the way sisters are in movies. Sarah was fire, Emily was calm water. Where Sarah demanded attention, Emily gave it quietly. She was the one who remembered birthdays, sent thank you notes, asked how your day really was. During my marriage, Emily was always around, holidays, barbecues, the occasional family trip. She laughed at my bad jokes, listened when I needed to vent about work, never judged. I never thought much of it. She was just Emily. Kind, reliable Emily. Then came the call. It was a Tuesday in late November. My phone rang at 8 p.m., and her name lit up the screen. I almost didn't answer. We hadn't spoken in over a year, not since the divorce papers were signed, and she sent a single text, "I'm sorry about everything. Take care of yourself." But something made me pick up. "Alex?" Her voice was small, cracked. "It's Mom. She's not doing well. Hospice. She asked for you." Sarah's mother, Emily's mother, had always treated me like a son. Even after the divorce, she called on my birthday, sent cards. I hadn't seen her in 2 years. "She wants the family together one last time," Emily continued. "At the lake house. This weekend. Sarah said no if you're there, but Mom, she's insisting. She said you were family too. Please, Alex. For her." I wanted to say no. I wanted to protect the fragile peace I'd built. But the memory of Mrs. Carter's hugs, her quiet, "You're enough, Alex," when Sarah was yelling, pulled at me. I said yes. The lake house was 3 hours north, tucked in the mountains, the kind of place where cell service disappears and the stars feel close enough to touch. I arrived Friday evening. The house smelled like pine and old books. Emily met me at the door, eyes red but dry, hair pulled back in a messy bun. She hugged me, quick, careful, and whispered, "Thank you for coming." Sarah never showed. The plan was simple: spend the weekend with Mrs. Carter, who was being cared for at home by nurses. Family would come and go. But Saturday night a storm rolled in, blizzard warnings, roads closing. Most relatives canceled or left early. By Sunday, the power flickered out, pipes froze, and the only room with a working fireplace and enough blankets was the master bedroom. One king bed. Two people stuck until the roads cleared. Emily looked at me across the dim living room, firelight dancing on her face. "I can take the couch," she said. "No," I replied. "You've barely slept in days." "I'll take it." She shook her head. "The couch is freezing. We're adults. We can share. Just, stay on your side." I nodded, throat tight. We changed in silence, her in the bathroom, me in the dark. When she came back, she wore an old t-shirt and sweatpants, hair loose. I wore boxers and a t-shirt. We slid under the covers like strangers, backs to each other, a careful gap between us. The wind screamed outside. The fire crackled. Neither of us slept. Around 1 a.m., I heard her shift. Then a soft sob. I turned over. She was curled tight, facing the wall, shoulders shaking. "Em?" I whispered. She didn't answer at first. Then, so quiet I almost missed it, "I'm sorry, Alex. I'm so sorry." "For what?" She rolled toward me. Her eyes were wet, shining in the faint glow from the dying fire. "For everything. For not saying anything sooner. For letting it all happen." I didn't understand. "Sarah's choices weren't your fault." She swallowed hard. "They were. More than you know." I waited. She took a shaky breath. When Sarah started pulling away, I saw it. I saw how unhappy she was. But I also saw how much she still needed you. And I was jealous. Not of her life. Of you. Of the way you looked at her like she hung the moon. I had feelings for you, Alex. For years. I wrote letters I never sent. Stupid, teenage crush letters that turned into something deeper. I hid them in my room. One day Sarah found them. She read them. She confronted me. She said if I ever told you, she'd make sure you hated me. Then she started the affair. She told me it was because she wanted out, but really, it was punishment. For me. For us. She said if she couldn't keep you, no one would. She wanted you to leave hating her, so you'd never look back and see me. The words landed like punches. I sat up, heart hammering. "You're saying, the affair was because of you?" "No," she whispered. "It was because of her. But I could have stopped it. I could have told you. I was a coward. I let her destroy you because I was scared of losing you both. And then she left, and I lost you anyway." Tears streamed down her face. "I've carried it every day. I thought if I stayed quiet, you'd heal. But Mom's dying, and she asked me tonight if I ever told you the truth. She said secrets kill more than cancer. So I'm telling you now. I loved you, Alex. I still do. And I hate myself for it." The room spun. Everything I'd believed, the betrayal, the anger, the clean break, was crumbling. Sarah hadn't just fallen out of love. She'd weaponized pain. And Emily had carried the guilt alone. I stared at her, chest aching. "Why now?" "Because I can't lose you again without you knowing who I really am. Not the good stepsister. The one who was too afraid to fight for what she wanted." I reached out, hesitant, and brushed a tear from her cheek. Her skin was warm. "You didn't destroy me, Em. Sarah did that. You were the only one who ever really saw me." She closed her eyes. "I'm sorry. I know." We sat in silence, the storm raging outside. Then I did the only thing that felt right. I pulled her close. She stiffened at first, then melted against me, sobbing into my chest. I held her, stroking her hair, whispering it was okay, that we were okay. For the first time in years, the weight on my heart lifted, not gone, but lighter. Morning came slow. The fire had died to embers. Snow blanketed the world outside, quiet now. Emily woke first. She looked at me, eyes puffy but clear. "I don't expect anything," she said. "I just needed you to know." I took her hand. "I know. And I'm not running this time." We spent the day talking, really talking. About the years we lost. About the pain we both carried. About the future, tentative and fragile. When the roads cleared 2 days later, we drove back to the city together. Not as lovers yet. As friends who finally saw each other. Mrs. Carter passed peacefully the next week. At the funeral, Sarah was there, distant, brittle. She didn't speak to me. But Emily stood beside me, hand in mine. For the first time, I didn't feel like the outsider. Months later, Emily and I are still figuring it out. Slow. Careful. We laugh more now. We argue about stupid things. We hold each other when the memories hurt. And every night, when the world is quiet, I remember that whisper, the one that broke me open so something better could grow. Sometimes the truth shatters everything we thought we knew. But sometimes, that's exactly what we need, to clear the wreckage so love can finally find its way in. If this story touched you, if it made you think about the secrets we keep or the chances we miss, drop a like below. Subscribe if you want more real, emotional journeys like this one. And comment, have you ever had a truth whispered to you that changed everything? I read every one. Thank you for being here. Until next time.